Fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Here's a chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Olise clearly thought he had the beat.
And there's the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Messi. Now it's Olise. Lofted in. Look at the space here. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course.
Yeah, and when you think about left-back, usually poor attackers end up there, but he went on to do great things at the other end.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away. Now here's the delivery.
Azar.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Olise
Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Now it's Olise. Stood up well to him there. That is good alertness.
Messi. No goals as yet.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Puskás. And this is Bale. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Pressing high and with purpose.
Thiago.
That has been slung wide. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Bale. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pepe gets over and intercepts.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cafu tries to pass it through. Lampard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get it.
Stojkovic! Oh, he's hit the bar! Bale puts them all in. That's a decent clearance. Lampard. Now it's Lampard. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Cannavaro gets it away. Israel have reclaimed it. Lampard never out of the action for very long. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kadiolu And he cuts out the supply.
Thiago is the team's great visionary. And the pass is intercepted. He's through here.
And Puskas!
Lampard. Messi.
For Olise.
Just eases him off the ball.
Now it's Stojkovic.
And here's the chance to counter.
Chips it through.
Bale! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
So a temporary halt to the action. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Well, that is the first half done and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Stojkovic going forward. And it's Timber. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Good chance here!
Wide, but only just.
Now it's Hazard. Lampard.
It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Olise.
He's gone for goal!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
In he goes again! Denied by an instinctive save.
Lampard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner.
Maldini can get it clear.
Bale. Israel are looking to go forward now. That is good alertness. Maldini. Forlan being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Stojkovic.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one.
Now it's Hazard. And it's Lampard.
Thiago. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Messi.
Really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now it's Forlan. Just about up to the hour now. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Such good technique.
Skims one in.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's having a pop!
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Threads one in.
Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's beautifully weighted.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Olise receives it in a wide position.
Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Israel. Number
The
17.
two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Bale. Number 18.
Owen is onto this. He's found a way for Owen! Michael Owen! Screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Israel are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Quality ball.
Now he's got space here. And no, that was never going to make it. That has ended up in no man's land. Israel are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Owen, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal. The lift it would give would be huge, no matter what the end result is.
That has been cut short.
Nicely worked.
That has not gone well. Cafu, can he get it through? In by Lampard. Chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to play it through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Shot could be on Neymar! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now, can they get him away? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Probing pass. He's cut it out. There's the shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot.
And there goes the final whistle.
Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a
Hello,
beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Pass somewhat off target. Played into space. Pass is just off target.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Chance! Fantastic from Forlan!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Israel are already... Goes for the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's a sharp little ball here. Stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever... Oh, good play! Against the crossbar! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
This ended up in no man's land. And it's Messi. Well read, and the danger is averted. That is good progress on the left. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking tidy in possession here. Israel are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend... Oh, he's been caught napping! Pele! And he has kept it out somehow.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. It's a pretty loose pass. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Khan punts it upfield. No, it's Forlan. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now the delivery. Oh, that's a fine interception. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That has been cut short. Rizal, Israel are looking to break at pace. It's played through for him. Araujo cuts out the pass. Thiago, that's a good ball out wide. Mbappe. Good ball, good take. He's shifting from... He's having a shot! And no mistake. Israel back on level terms. beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
And there's the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Not the most accurate pass. He'll try from distance! Messi! Genius! He's got himself an absolute peach. And again they hit the front. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And he can clear it away. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to play it through. And that is expertly dealt with. Rijkaard shifted it to the flank. Now, what about a counter-attack? Cannavaro can get it clear. Now it's Mbappe. Pepe does really well to win the ball there. They get a throw-in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
With the owner of a blue
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half.
Substitution.
We're on the move again. Mbappe. Ball is over the line. That's a decent clearance. And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Knocks it into space. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Owen. Cleared without hesitation.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Mbappe, and it's Messi. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of these...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, he's on his shoots! And it's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So again, we have parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Forlan being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. And this is Hazard.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Owen.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bonucci promptly onto that, and that is that. Cannavaro. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Messi has found the net here, of course. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well read, nice interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
This is Owen. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. And it's Davids. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now he's got space here. Now it's Forlan. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Substitution for Israel. Number 4.
The two coaches are signalling changes here,
Number
both at the same
2.
time.
Rijkaard. Number 25.
And
Stankovic.
Cech pulls off a
Number 9.
sensational save.
Coming on the
Oh,
field.
that was a
Number
brilliant
6.
save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Number 15.
And we have
O'Shea.
our very first
Number
corner.
20. Bale. Number 10. Gullit.
Cleared away.
Substitution in progress.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the shot! Oh, crossbar! Goal, Israel! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Israel with the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Shot a goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And this is Hullet. Chips it through. And the finish! Davids. Rijkaard. Pepe cuts it out.
There will be 3 minutes
Out towards the
added
flank.
time.
Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And this is Bale. He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine. And that is that.